In Escape from Tarkov, even some of the systems that you would figure would be simple can be overly complicated. For example, stash management. You go to buy the game, you see standard edition, but what does it actually give you? You notice the stash size you're given is much smaller than something like EOD. I'm going to show you some tips and tricks in this video to help you manage your stash no matter how big or small it is, so you get the most bang for your buck and you can kiss stash clutter issues goodbye. One of the first things I noticed a lot of newer players doing is they're using backpacks to store equipment. Now, this may seem like a good idea at first, but once you realize that a lot of these backpacks take up as much space as they hold. So here you see we have a Pilgrim. It's a 7x5, but it holds 7x5. You're gaining no space by using this backpack to store items. You look at another really popular backpack like the Switchblade, same thing. Then you look like this Burkett, and the day bags, the same size, same thing. And this is the case for most backpacks. You do have a few like the Mechanism that are a little different, but most backpacks are gonna hold as much as they take up. I do have a few exceptions, like right here you have this raid bag. You can see it does hold 6 more spaces than it takes up, but you're taking up this whole area just to gain 6 more spaces. So is it really worth it? Are you really getting that much bang for your buck, that much return? Instead, I suggest using a mechanic that is unique to the stash, and that is the fact that there is no limits to how many backpacks can be inside other backpacks most of the time. So there are a few that do limit you, but 95% of your backpacks, it doesn't matter. So you can end up having a situation like this where you legitimately have just like a never-ending supply of backpacks. To me, this is the best way to utilize that space. So if you're not going to be using backpacks to hold stuff, what do you want to use? Well, cases are your go-to thing. Cases are kind of like an end game item to have. You see there, ammo case holds way more than it takes up. Magazine case holds way more than it takes up. Food cases, Lucky Scav junk box, so on and so forth. Only thing is you forego what you can put in there depending on what kind of case it is. That said, if I'm going to suggest a case for you to go for at first, it is going to be the Lucky Scav junk box. You can get a Lucky Scav junk box for a little over $1 mil from Therapist at level 1, and you can put all of your loose loot items in it. So anything you're gonna need for tasks later on, or anything you're gonna need to upgrade your hideout. Now my suggestion to do this is sell everything that you don't need right now and just keep like the super rare items, like maybe things like a LEDX if you find it at the very beginning, or even like maybe graphics cards if you don't do a lot of interchange runs. Sell everything else until you can buy one, and then keep everything you need. What you need can be a little bit different depending on how far in the game you are, so I'm going to go ahead and in the description put some lists down for items that you need for your hideout and items that you need for tasks, so you can kind of stay focused on things that are actually useful to you right now. Now if you don't have cases, or you don't have the money, or you can't buy them from traders, rigs do a very good job at filling that spot. You see here I have a couple different versions. BlackRock is pretty common. You can see it is a 4x3, yet it holds 4x5. So you're gaining 8 spaces in this BlackRock. That's more than you gain from the raid backpack. Another good example is this belt rig, 4x4, yet it holds 5x5. So you're getting 9 spaces in this. And then last but not least, like a commando rig. They also have the Tritons, same thing, just different color. Find these all the time, 4x4 space in a 3x4 package. Next step. This helps especially for people who like to hoard a lot of guns. Take the magazine and the pistol grip off. Now this doesn't work with all guns, but most guns you can put down to a 1 square tall object when you take the pistol grip and the magazine off. Now you are taking the magazine off, so you're not gaining as much as it looks like right there, but you can see right here, if I take a magazine and put it up next to here, kind of judge, you are gaining in this 5 block long rifle, you're gaining 2 squares. So every 5 guns, you're basically getting 1 free area for a fully assembled gun. So it can add up for sure. Last but not least, this is going to be very useful for scav runs. Don't forget this little sorting table down here. Reason being is when you're in a scav run, say you come back to your stash and you're trying to unload stuff, you cannot put stuff from your stash onto your scav. It won't let you. But if you take like the rig or the backpack that has extra space and you put it onto the sorting table, you can then take things from your stash and throw it in the rig because it's an extension of your stash, and then put it in there. That way you can get the most bang for your buck, make sure you get everything off of your scav so that you can at least sell it and make some more money. Alright, hope this helps. A couple little tips and tricks, help out you guys with some of your maybe stash issues. As always, if you enjoyed, hit that like, leave a comment down below, let me know if you learned anything in this video. Also, if you're interested, I do stream over on Twitch every Sunday morning and Tuesday and Friday night. Until then, catch you guys next time.